Let me just make sure it actually is running this time. Oh, there we go. And we are live again.
Yellow.
Hey guys. I guess it's weaponized autism time again. So about that Resident Evil 4 remake. First off, it's still kind of bullshit that Code Veronica is not getting the remake treatment first. Since technically speaking, that game is more RE4. It is more of a proper RE4 than RE4 was.
RE4 was. I mean, the original Resident Evil 4 was a good game, but it kind of started the trend that nearly completely killed the Resident Evil series.
Yeah, it did. It just, oh my god, and the thing about RE4 is it's like it starts off. It's like the first, and this is one of my perhaps one of my pet peeves about it. It starts off. It's just full on. It's that perfect hybrid of horror and action. At first, and it's like that. Sorry, I had to bring the stream up a little bit on my phone. Sorry. Totally professional setup on this stream, as I like to say. Anyways, now that's out of the way, you've got that perfect hybrid of horror and action for like the first 2/3 of the game, right? Going through the village and going through the castle, you've got that perfect hybrid of horror and action, and then you get to the final third of the game with the island, and
it's just straight action.
Yeah, with the exception of the Regenerators and the Iron Maidens, it's pretty much a straight up shooter, which is unfortunate. And I'm hoping that the new RE4 kind of does a better balance of that, like from start to finish, so it doesn't feel like such a 180 for the last third of the game.
Right.
I mean, the trailer the gameplay trailer they had at the Resident Evil Showcase, which I did not get to see live because I was working, unfortunately, because bills have to be paid. So far, and I've got the gameplay trailer playing on the stream right now. It looks like they are really.
I'm looking at it right now because I'm literally watching a live stream as we're talking.
Oh, there we go. Good, then I don't have to do a play-by-play. It looks like they're really, really going all in on the at least for this opening section of the area. They're going all in on the horror. I just love I love the dark atmosphere. I love that this house looks like it belongs inside of a Texas Chainsaw movie, or one of the Evil Dead movies, especially the first one.
Yeah, apparently the starting area right here is already going to be a big change from the original. Like, I read something where apparently it's, instead of the house being straight there at the start, there's going to be like a trek through the woods before you get to the house, and apparently there's a cutscene where Leon, quote unquote, kills the villager and breaks his neck, but then later, and assuming you've already seen it, but later the broken neck Ganato comes back because of the parasite and attacks you.
Yeah, he's coming. He's going to be coming down the stairs here in a sec. There he is.
Yeah, with Leon quipping like it in the RE2 remake. No fucking way.
Yeah.
Oh, but the best clip comes later during the village.
It looks like with him taking cover behind the wall, it looks like they're going to add some light stealth elements. So a little
Yep,
bit of
they're adding crouching.
Yeah, there's going to like a little bit of The Last of Us is sneaking into this game.
And Revelations 2.
It's been a while since I've played Revelations 2.
Well, there was a crouch option, so you could sneak up behind enemies or take cover.
I need to go back and replay that because it has been. I think the last time I played that game was like shortly after it came out.
Yeah, didn't you say? Or when it came to physical copies, which wasn't right at the start.
Yeah, like when it. Yeah, like when the full game was released on console.
I'm just trying to think if it came to PS. Well, actually, yeah, it was 2015, so yeah, it came to PS4 and Xbox One as well.
Yeah.
But I beat it on the 360 version first, and then a few years later bought it on Xbox One and didn't bother playing through the story again. Just played through raid mode. And we actually see the lighting on fire here. Damn.
I wasn't sure if when they announced that they were going to be ramping up the horror elements, I wasn't sure if they were going to bring back the contextual attacks. You know, getting a headshot and then throwing in a roundhouse kick, or shoot him in the leg, then throwing a spinning back kick or a German suplex. At least the spin kick is making a comeback. I gotta say, this place looks like even more of a dump than it does in the original, and that really works in the game's favor.
Well, the layout looks pretty much the same as the frickin'. It's gonna be like the police station in the Resident Evil 2 remake. Different, but feels like the same.
Yeah. At least the shotgun was in the same spot.
Oh yeah, that's convenient.
Still can't find ammo worth a dick.
And apparently it's gonna be the same name as the shotgun from Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, I saw that in one of the
merchant clip.
Yeah, when they rolled out the merchant, which is not going to be in this video that I pulled up.
Apparently it's the same voice actor from the original.
It does sound like him. I love that execution move. And
watch this. Leon parries a chainsaw with a fucking knife.
Yeah, it showed it. There's a delay between us talking and the stream. I don't know how long it is, but yeah, there's a bit of a delay.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw the parry.
Yeah, that whole.
That's. I don't care what people say. That's fucking. That's definitely a current Resident Evil Leon move.
I think there was a comment saying that this is Leon's equivalent of Chris punching the boulder in RE5. Which I mean, as ridiculous as that scene was, it was still kind of awesome. Sorry, what?
What they should have added to the remaster of the GameCube remake of Resident Evil, what they should have added is if you're playing as Chris in the BSAA costume, you should have been able to. I guess they should have used back then graphics and animated a cutscene where it comes at him and Chris just punches it out of the way.
Oh, that section like in the catacombs with the boulders.
Yeah. Instead of running away, just punch it.
Oh.
And it either goes back to where it was or just breaks with a single punch.
Right.
But then it would but then you won't be playing a Resident Evil game, you'd be probably playing a Dante Devil May Cry game.
Right. Which is hilarious when RE4 what originated as a one of the early builds for RE4 more metamorphosed into Devil May Cry.
Yep. Apparently they were planning on adding melee moves to Resident Evil, but they weren't going to do that.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a good image of Leon here in one of the cutscenes. It's like they made him even more like Dante, just from his appearance. It's like, dude,
I like to think they just took the RE2 model and just aged it a bit.
Yeah, and is it just me, or did Leon's voice in the trailer sound significantly more mature than what we got in RE2?
I mean, I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah, which that works for the voice actor. I still say Matthew Mercer was Leon's best voice actor, but I'm not going to complain.
That's the RE4 voice actor, right?
No, Matthew Mercer was Leon in RE6 and RE Vendetta.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Matthew Mercer also voiced Green Arrow in one animated DC project.
Yeah.
I can't think of it. Hang on.
He was also Tigra in that ultra badass 2011 reboot of Thundercats. That still doesn't have a conclusion because Warner Brothers hates its customers, apparently.
Well,
or anybody with taste.
I'm seeing Black Adam tonight.
Yeah, that's supposed to be pretty good. I'm gonna see it probably sometime next weekend.
It says here that Matthew Mercer voiced Robin in Arkham Knight. That's why it sounds familiar.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
Matthew Mercer is 40.
Oh, that is not the one I wanted.
Who did voice him in RE4?
Guy's name was Paul Mercier. Or Paul Mercier. It's probably a Canadian, probably like a French-Canadian pronunciation, like Paul Mercier.
Probably. Huh. Matthew Mercer is 40, but Paul Mercier is freaking 60. Which means he was 40, 42, 43 around the time he was voicing a 27-year-old.
You want to make that crack about slasher movies in the 80s hiring people in their 30s to play teenagers.
Oh, they've been doing that since the 50s. What do you mean? Steve McQueen was in the original Blob, and he was playing a 17-year-old, but he was almost 28.
Yeah.
Where's that goddamn modern remake of the Blob, huh? It could either be theatrical or direct to video. I still fucking watch it.
Well. Ugh. It didn't spawn a major multi-movie franchise. That's why there's no remake of it.
Well, it didn't get. Well, it got a sequel. It got a sequel called Beware the Blob, back in 14 years after the original came out. And there was that gruesome 1988 remake. But I assume that didn't do well because I think the Child's Play I think the original Child's Play released around the time it did.
I think so, and that might have played a part in the Blob remake not doing well.
Nah.
I don't know. I'm not a horror movie historian.
Well, at least Chucky kept his storyline consistent and never had a reboot. I mean, can't say the same about the Halloween franchise, but we already talked about that clusterfuck.
Yeah. I assume that would be if you pretend that Child's Play 2019 never happened.
I am pretending it never happened because I mean, Just because it made a lot of money doesn't mean it's going to get a continuation.
Yeah.
The critics ripped into that movie. But the
Yeah.
funny story behind that is literally the only reason they remade Child's Play was because of money, 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 money.
Yeah, it was probably made as like a tax write-off.
Well, you see, Orion Pictures only owned the rights to the first film, which allowed them to do this remake. But the series creator Don Mancini said, "Oh, please don't do this because it might mess with my vision of Chucky, which is already plenty successful." But they didn't listen, and they went against his wishes and made the movie anyway.
Yeah.
Not even Aubrey Plaza could save it.
No, not even Mark Hamill could save it.
No, I mean he was a good Chucky, but how much you want to bet that if they didn't swap out demonic possession for a faulty AI, how much you want to bet that Mark Hamill would have used his Joker voice for Chucky?
I think that's why a lot of people really did not like Mark Hamill playing Chucky, was they expected him to be using his Joker voice. But, you know, anyways, now we've got the trailer for the RE4 remake, which is like I said before, this place looks even more like a shithole than before. There's that hidden cave near the tram system, near the cable cars. Yeah, I remember where that cave is. That's right near where you face Mendez. Yeah, there's like a hidden jewel somewhere in a little alcove at the end of it.
Yeah, with the Are you talking about the place? Are you talking about where there's a waterfall?
No, it's after that. It's like after you get off the cable cars, but right before you face Mendez.
Oh yeah.
This village does even look like even more of a shithole. Like I even love how the top of the tower is just there's just almost nothing. It's plywood and plaster just hanging on for dear life at the top there.
Sounds like Jason Voorhees home in Pride Part 2.
Yeah,
like he just found a bunch of shit and put together a house. You know what I really want to happen in a Resident Evil 4 remake?
What?
I really hope Leon makes a reference to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I feel like that would be out of place. Good God, Luis. It's Luis, Leon, not Lewis.
Lewis!
Is it just me, or does he look like he probably shouldn't be allowed within 50 meters of a school zone?
Oh, that's awful.
It is. He almost, and you brought this up before we started this, he almost looks like a copy-paste job of having Jogi as Leon from Welcome to Raccoon City. I can kind of see it, except Luis is better at growing facial hair than Avanjogia is. Oh shit. We got a live problem. I think Discord just cut out on him. See, now I'm here all by myself and talking to myself. That's chaos theory. Are you there? I was about to say, have you tried exiting the call and getting back on again? Like I'm a Microsoft tech support guy. So have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
Hey, literally all you gotta do is replace T's with D's. Don't tell me what to do.
But like you were saying, yeah, Luis, apart from being better at growing facial hair, Luis does kind of look like a copy-paste job of having Jogi as Leon in Welcome to Raccoon City.
Please tell me the live stream didn't hear all my constant F and S bombs while trying to get it to work before having to hang up and call again.
No, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't because it wasn't playing off of my desktop.
All right, well, you're gonna have to give me a second.
Sure. Like I said, folks, very professional setup we've got here.
Hello.
¿Cómo estás? I don't know, my Spanish is terrible. I know buenos dias, buenos noches, and puta. That's about it. And cabrón. And my pronunciation is dog shit. You know, I love the fact that we went to the live format, but technical difficulties like this make it even more interesting. You just have to turn into Bill O'Reilly. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Fucking thing sucks! I think he's gone again. That's just great. So, folks. Oh. Let's just keep going with the, I'm gonna let the trailer play until he gets back.
Okay, how the hell was I muted?
Literally as I restart the trailer. I don't know.
How the hell was I muted? I just looked and apparently it said I was muted.
I don't know, dude, because unless your thumb accidentally hit mute.
That's but yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Let this be a lesson to everyone, buddy. Don't use Motorola phones.
No shit.
They are ass. Anyways.
Yeah, say that. Yeah, they're ass, but in James Rolfe's voice, ass.
Yeah, ass. Anyways.
All right.
Now that we're through with Luis giving Leon the side eye, pretty sure he's undressing Leon with his eyes right now.
It's 2022. It wouldn't surprise me.
Hey, don't judge.
I don't. But, hey, like I said, I'm a supporter and member, but I'm just saying it won't surprise me because I've seen a freaking. Yeah. All I'm saying is when an LGBT member tells you to hold up on the representation, you should probably listen.
Yeah. Now that we're done with watching Luis just freeze with this freeze frame of Luis, I fucking Leon. Hey, don't pretend none of you haven't done it.
We're talking to you.
Mendez. Mendez, sporting a rather dapper hat. Not quite a fedora, not quite a bowler hat. I'm not sure what you would call it. It's Spain, so it's not a sombrero. You know, when I heard rumors that there was going to be a new stalker character added to the game, and I'm 110% positive it's going to be Mendez.
Discord's being sorry, guys. But you should have heard Lily's reaction when she saw how enlarged Leon's arms got.
Right?
But
yeah.
What were you saying before you decided to cut me off?
Yeah. Yeah.
What were you saying?
I was just saying Mendez. I remember we were hearing rumors that there was going to be a new stalker character in the remake, and I'm 110% positive it's going to be Mendez. He's about the right size for it.
Well, he's got the fedora, so maybe they'll retcon and say, "Hey, maybe Leon will make a reference saying this guy again."
Right. Oh.
Or something like, or maybe a more accurate Leon quip 2004 would be, "Well, that's a little too familiar."
Yeah, I would rather not have a stalker character. But I feel like it's becoming a Resident Evil thing at this point. I mean, first we had Nemesis in the original RE3. Then we had Jack Baker. Then we had Mr. X in the RE2 remake. Nemesis again in the RE3 remake. And then we had Lady D in Village. I feel like this is becoming a new franchise trademark. And it's getting a little old.
Oh yeah, but hey, if they decide to add a stalker character, I'll just freaking shoot him 3 times in the face and just run on by like I did the last few games.
I don't know if I've ever been able to stun Lady D.
Yeah, I never bothered. I just kept running.
Yeah.
Because I was worried that if I shot her, the feministic side of freaking Twitter would be banging on my door.
I'm surprised they haven't gone after.
Do you know how many men, not just men, but women too, were thirsting over her?
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Like, there were some people saying that if they were being choked by Lady D, and she says, "Any last words?" They say their last word will be harder.
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I mean,
and I was like, y'all are fucked up.
I mean, there's entire video compilations of Markiplier just outright simping over her. So that does not surprise me the least bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's almost as there. I can't tell which section of the game has the most videos. The Castle Domitresque with the compilations of people simping over Lady D, or in that one house where you're stripped of your weapons in the basement, and then you have to elude the demon baby from hell. Or as I like to call it, the offspring of Chris Chan.
Yeah, that part traumatized me, Lily.
Yeah. I was literally, I turned into that guy from the one video. It's kind of a meme now. But where that one Fruit Loop guy's like, "Daddy, chill." Camera pans over. What the hell is even that?
Oh, that.
Yes. I was that guy. What the hell
Get off
is
my
even
property!
that?
Hippity hoppity, get off my property.
Exactly.
All brandishing a gun.
Yes. Oh. There's the church. Heads exploding. So, I'm just going to comment on Ashley's redesign. She looks like she's better dressed for the fall season. I've already had it up to my tits with people trying to say that she looks 40. Because it's like people, I know hyperbole's kind of big on the, on Twitter. Oh, hey, Lily. What's up?
Yeah, she looks like Rita's. I just saw her comment too. Yeah, I'm watching a live chat too.
Yeah, it's like everybody assumed she was 16. It's like, dude, she's in her 20s. She's a college girl.
We're talking about Ashley, right?
Yes.
I was about to say, because Lily is over 21.
No, we're talking Ashley here. Yeah, she looks like she's better dressed for fall.
Y'all are gonna get me in trouble.
I think number one, people are just mad because their ballistics aren't hanging out. Like, right away. And I was looking over...
I was thinking she looks like a redesign of Heather Mason from Silent Hill 3.
There was somebody on Twitter who said that that her new look reminded them a lot of Heather Mason. And I can definitely see it. She definitely has that Heather look.
But what I want to know is, why are they remaking Silent Hill 2 and not the first one first?
Exactly. I don't know, it's Konami. Everything's ass backwards over there.
Pants on backwards is what I say. It's the appropriate way of saying it.
I just say pants on head.
Pants on head.
Yeah, they're wearing their pants on their head over at Konami. But anyways,
I can't hear the word head without thinking about that one video from 10 years ago with the guy on his cell phone going, "So no head," before throwing it down and breaking the skateboard.
But yeah, at least this time Ashley's smart enough to actually use the candlestick as a weapon and not just like hurl it at him. So she already has a couple IQ points up. I like that we still have not been given a proper look at Sadler's face.
Yeah, Palpatine ass.
Yeah. Oh, there's Ada. The bitch no longer just sporting a red dress. It looks like she's decked out in spy gear. She's got the shoulder harness and the turtleneck. Still smoking. Oh wait, I said that wrong. I gotta say it like the Mask. Still smoking!
And someone on Twitter pointed out that Someone on Twitter pointed out that they're potentially smirking at each other upon being reunited after 6 years.
Oh.
I'm excited for that reunion cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready for them to reveal the castle already.
Yeah. Yeah, the castle, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the island is handled. I want to see the new regenerators, if they're still... They gotta be in the game. They're such an iconic enemy.
They better bring back the regenerators and not replace them with the damn pale heads.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know you especially are really looking forward to seeing how they handle Krauser.
They better not cut Krauser out. I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, as much as I'm not a fan of the last third of the game going like almost full on action, I do love the Krauser segments. I feel like
the knife fight was probably my favorite part.
I feel like the knife fight would have been better off in a Metal Gear Solid game, but I do love fighting Krauser every time I play RE4. Oh,
I still can't believe they ditched the red dress, but hey, honestly, It was probably the best.
It's like, come on, she's the bitch in the red dress.
I mean, honestly, it's more realistic.
And now we got El Gigante, who still looks like he fell off the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. Damn, son.
Like instead of looking like a cave troll this time around, he just looks like a giant orc.
Yes. Oh my god, he does look like an orc. An orc or the lead Urukai from Fellowship of the Ring.
Yes.
He almost looks like a beefier version of that lead Urukai.
Lurtz. That's the name of the Urukai. Are you talking about the one that Are you talking about the one that Aragorn beheaded at the end of that fight?
Yes.
Decapitation!
Yes.
Yeah, his name was Lurtz.
Huh, I didn't even know he had a name.
Oh, the halfling!
I didn't even know he had a name.
I've known him for 20 years.
Hey, I didn't know the dog in RE4 has a name, but apparently he does.
Huey, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's actually the name of the dog from Haunting Grounds.
Hey, Haunting Grounds is a Capcom game. So, would not
Same dog?
Me. I think it actually is the exact same dog.
Same shared universe, confirmed.
Hey, Haunting Ground is also a survival horror game, so that kind of works.
Yeah, I want a sequel to that game where freaking classic Resident Evil characters like Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine go to that castle on a mission.
Damn, I somehow missed this when I watched the trailer. Looks like Del Lago.
Yeah, looking a lot less like a giant salamander.
Yeah. Still, well, no, I gotta say it like Arnold. Still one ugly motherfucker. I wonder if
they swap out infinite harpoons for finite harpoons, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, let us take the guns on the boat this time around.
Yeah. I'm wondering if they're going to change it up like that, where you can actually use the ammo that you do have. Or maybe it'll be like something like when you had to go and face Moreau in Village. I think that was his name, the amphibious guy.
I forgot his name, but I tried to block that guy out of my head because I couldn't eat for 2 days after fighting him. He was that fugly.
Yeah, before he even transformed in the lake, I remember when I looked at it, my first response, the first thing I thought was, "Damn, son, you so ugly after the doctor cut your umbilical cord, he used it to hang himself." Oh, now it's going to get quiet?
I'm still here.
Yeah, but did you space out when I was just using my analogy on Moreau?
I guess I did.
I said when I first saw him, like before he transformed in the lake, my first conscious thought was, "Damn, son, you so ugly after the doctor cut your umbilical cord, he used it to hang himself."
That's awful, but it's also gold.
Yeah. What's that line from Falcon and the Winter Soldier? He's out of line, but he's right.
No, out of line is saying that Ghost Rider should be called Daredevil. Daredevil should be called Batman. Batman should be called Ghost Rider because he's riding on his parents' fortune.
Womp womp womp.
And they say you should call Daredevil Batman because he's blind like a bat and he uses sonar like a bat. And Ghost Rider should be called Daredevil because he used to be a daredevil.
Yeah,
and Batman should be called Ghost Rider because he's riding on his dead parents' fortune.
Yeah, I wonder if they're still gonna have that thing where if you stand on the dock and shoot at the water, Del Lago comes up and just sweeps you off.
Wait, what?
I wonder if they're still going to do that thing, like in the original, where if you stand on the dock and shoot at the water, Del Lago just pops out and eats you. You just have that surprise motherfucker moment.
If they don't bring that back, I might actually get mad.
Right? I mean, they have to bring that back.
I mean, this is looking more like a straightforward remake instead of like a story change or whatever.
Yeah, it is. Wait.
It looks like it's gonna be the same exact game, just with modern graphics and
An improved storyline, because it seems like they're gonna actually give some more character beats.
There you go. Yep, I'm glad that's making a comeback.
Yeah, old human centipede looking ass.
I still think the one guy from the second Human Centipede would have played a good penguin.
I haven't seen any of those movies because they just sounded fucking stupid to me.
Dude, those movies are part of the reason I'm in therapy.
Well, I don't need to waste money on a therapist.
Yeah, you got dark humor for that.
Yeah.
We both had dark humor, but I'm being forced to see a therapist, so here I am.
Dude, if I started going to therapy, some of the stuff that I laugh at would make that person dry heave. So I just don't bother. Oh. Fucking Salazar. My God. This
George Washington looking ass.
Yeah. Dude, it looks like he's in a powdered wig, almost.
And if he's only 20 years old, if he's only 20 years old, Leon should just say Plaga, not even once.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of Plaga, going back to earlier, and there might be some controversy after what I'm about to say, but regarding Lewis's death in the remake, for the love of God, Capcom, please don't be the Plaga Pecker.
I knew that comment was coming.
Please, for the love of God.
I knew that was going to be coming at some point in time.
I've been making that joke for years, man.
Yeah. Oh. At least now, because I didn't think Salazar really looked that bad necessarily in the in the original, but now, yeah, when Leon says "Get off my back, old man," it's like, yeah, dude, you're 20
like
and
an old man.
You're 20 and you look 90.
You look like you're 70 going on 80. You look like Willie Nelson's nutsack with 2 eyeballs drawn on it.
Yes.
Apparently Lily laughed at that. Apparently Lily laughed at what I said.
Yeah.
She says, "Block a pecker."
Congratulations, you just killed your girlfriend in the chat.
Beyonce.
Oh. I just hope he becomes less grating. I just hope he becomes less grating in the remake than he was in the original, because his voice.
Well, I hope they at least bring back the exchange. Your right hand comes off.
Yes.
Say whatever you please. Die, you worm.
Yes.
And we see him and instead of him like shaking his arms at the camera, we see him having a full-blown meltdown in the background.
Yes. Yes, give him like moments where he can just have like a full-on Kylo Ren temper tantrum.
And well, since we're both autistic, we can say it, have an autism meltdown.
I would just say
weaponized autism.
I would just say he's spurging out.
Hey, remember when the Predator tried to weaponize autism?
Ooh.
Too far?
Do what?
Too far?
No, not even close. You have to hit pretty hard.
Wait, what?
You'd have to go really far for me to say too far.
Okay.
Dude, the new castle's looking pretty gnarly too. It looks like maintenance hasn't been keeping up with it either.
Kind of like the original.
Yeah, it doesn't look as bad as the village does now, but it still looks pretty rad.
Like I said, the layout of this is probably gonna look very similar to the original, if not the exact same.
Yeah. This part where, oh man, it's just like when it's just like the Plaga trying to take over Leon at the wrong moment in the original.
Yeah, and he choked the shit out of Ada.
Yeah. It's
He's like lucky she didn't stab him in the baby maker.
No.
She's lucky because she was only a few inches off.
Yeah.
Well, let's not talk about that because, well, we don't want to. I mean, yes, Resident Evil's M-rated, but not that M-rated.
Yeah.
Because if they did that, the series would go AO, which is an actual ESRB rating, adult only.
I know. That game Hatred that I played, it was either earlier this year or sometime last year. That game was AO. By the way, that game is dog shit. Just don't play it. Just play Postal instead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, be grateful that I don't record my gameplay with commentary, because if I did, the amount of times I uttered the words "go fuck yourself" during that playthrough pretty much would have gotten my series delisted.
Your what?
Pretty much would have gotten my series delisted. Probably. But this image, man, this of Ashley slowly being taken over by the Plaga, because we never really got a moment like that in the original. I mean, we got her coughing up blood, which is in the trailer here. We got Sadler controlling her for a moment. We didn't really get an idea of Sadler using the Plaga against both her and Leon at the same time to try to get Leon out of the way. So it looks like I love that is actually a thing that is going to be in the remake.
Yeah, there was that shot of him, of Ashley pointing the gun at Leon.
Yeah, which if it even is at Leon, because whoever she's pointing the gun at is off camera. It could be Leon or it could be Ada. It could be Luis, for all we know.
Or even Sadler.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was Sadler, honestly.
Yeah, like if she's fighting through it to try to get a shot off at him, and just
good luck with that. Unless you're Leon, good luck with that.
Yeah, I mean Leon couldn't even properly fight through to get a shot off at Sadler in the original, so, and he's a government trained badass. Ugh. And the title card. Resident. No, I gotta do the proper voice.
One of those days.
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, apparently with the deluxe edition, you're getting a soundtrack swap.
Yeah. Well, that's good because we didn't get a soundtrack swap for the RE3 remake. We got it for 2, but not for 3. That's odd.
Well, RE3 was rushed. I love the Resident Evil 3 remake, but it was rushed and lazy.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of squeezed it out too fast.
I mean, they kept it in line with. I mean, the last few years, we've been getting a Resident Evil game every year since 2019.
Yeah, and that's kind of. You could probably have gone the way with that in the 90s and the early 2000s when games were cheaper to develop and they didn't take as much time and the graphics weren't as complex. But it's like nowadays, it's like forget about it. You need a good several years. You need a good 2 or 3 or 4 years to properly put that out.
I mean, RE3 came out directly a year after RE2, so that's one thing they did right, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the original RE3 came out a year after the original RE2. Keeping up with that theme, I guess.
Well, they thought they were following demands, but no, they just pushed out something that looked half fan made, half official.
Right. I'm just gonna put the gameplay video back up while we keep talking. Oh, it's still bullshit that they're not remaking Code Veronica first.
Oh, trust me, about 89% of the fandom agrees with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm hoping that Welcome to Raccoon City sequel will pick up on Code Veronica.
Yeah, I know Johannes Roberts wants. That's what Johannes Roberts wanted to do with his sequel. Do Code Veronica and then maybe at some point adapt RE4. And I want that to happen, but I also want Sony to not cut his budget and make him trim down his script so there's not as many character beats and not as many plot elements properly fleshed out. Because that was fucking stupid.
A lot of people were upset that Nemesis wasn't in WTRC, but it's like, come on.
Well,
was it really that necessary?
I don't know if it was Nemesis because I'm pretty sure it was the Tyrant people were angry about not being there.
Yeah, someone said there should have been a separate movie talking about Jill escaping Nemesis during her time in Raccoon City. and maybe say, oh, she ran into a quote unquote Carlos, and they managed to kill it before the events of, and it would take place some point in the movie.
That doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't. And it's like, how the hell are you going to make that work?
Then again, one of our previous discussion videos of salvaging Paul W.S. Anderson's Resident Evil had me putting...
Not possible.
Yeah, my big idea was putting Leon and Jill together for the first movie, and then kind of mashing up elements of Outbreak, RE2, and RE3 in for the second movie.
Yeah, that's what they should have done. Like, say, like, they land... Say, like, at the end of the movie, they land back in Raccoon City and realize that something is very, very wrong.
Yeah.
And then the next movie picks up right after that, and say, like, maybe have it, like, be a trilogy. Somehow turn into a trilogy, but that's probably not going to work.
No.
Because if you think about it, RE2 and RE3 took place at almost like around the same time.
They did. About the first half of RE3 was about 24 hours before RE2 happened, and then the second half of it was about 24 hours after the events of RE2. I still can't get over that spin kick. And then after he shoots the lantern down, he's like, "Just bill me for the damages later."
That's where it's at.
It's like I don't think on a government salary you can afford to pay for a dead cow. I don't know how much an individual cow costs. Especially not in Spain.
Yeah, I was about to say, especially Europe. I'm excited to see what the new Verdugo looks like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the first one looked like a rejected Pred Alien design.
Yeah, those things, in the original, that thing was gnarly. Dude, you know what boss battle I really want to see? It.
It will keep us busy.
Can't remember the name, huh? A senior moment, perhaps.
Oh. I'm trying to think. I mean, they gave the BOW an actual name, but I'm trying to think what it is.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
It's literally called the U3.
The U3, that's what it was.
A Plaga bioweapon.
I wonder if you can still get valuables from shooting crows. Ooh, he's got that Isaac. Wait, let me go back on that. Now Leon's got that Isaac Clarke stomp from Dead Space to acquire ammo from boxes and barrels. That's kind of cool. And yeah,
I mean they didn't really add that. They didn't really add that until Resident Evil 6.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was in 6. Man, it's been a while since I played that one.
Because in 4 and 5, you had to use the knife to break everything.
Yeah, which was fucking annoying. Yeah, and anybody who saw my playthrough of RE4 on PC, so I was playing with a controller, and the way it works is that in the original RE4 is you hold right trigger, and you press A to aim, and you press A to shoot. Well, and then if you want to pull out the knife, you press right trigger. Or you press left trigger, sorry.
Yeah.
My dumbass, because I'm used to modern games, kept trying to hold left trigger to bring out to aim the gun, And every time I do that, I kept pulling out the knife. I just made myself look more and more and more like a dumbass every time I hit it, and I was like, God damn it, stop it!
Are you talking about the GameCube version of RE4?
Well, I was playing the PC version with an Xbox 360 controller.
Ah.
Yeah,
I don't think they added modern controls until like later versions of the HD remaster on PC.
Yeah, well, I was playing the Steam version, and it certainly didn't have that.
I need to get a wireless controller just so I can connect it to my phone so I can better play Call of Duty Mobile.
You think they're going to have like a nod to the Hookman from the original RE4 build?
Knowing that, well, considering the appearance of how the appearance of Leon in the game looks literally the same as he did in Resident Evil 3.5, and how that game was going to focus more on horror than action, most likely there's going to be some sort of reference.
Like maybe if he's not an outright like new Ganado, he could be like a hallucination Leon has.
Or plot twist, he's the stalker enemy.
Yeah. I still say it makes more sense for Mendez to be the stalker, but that could also work. It could also be like a hallucination that Leon has throughout the game as the Plaga slowly begins to take over his mind. Okay, whoever is playing this footage for RE4 on the PS4, like, how do you just stand there and let that guy hit you with the axe? That's fucking stupid. Now, apparently game journalists are doing the gameplay we're seeing. Probably that dipshit who played Cuphead and couldn't get over the double jump in the tutorial.
You got some dipshits here.
Whoever that fucktard was, I always forget his name. Oh. Watching this footage again is making me want to replay the original. And, I mean, that's always a good thing.
I mean, I've been playing the Xbox One version of the original.
Yeah. I've played that game so many times, I pretty much have it committed to memory. Everything except for that sliding tile puzzle in Ashley's section. That's the only one that still trips me up because I am boiling ass at sliding tile puzzles.
Oh yeah.
I saw people on Twitter were having a meltdown over Leon coming across the dead dog in the bear trap.
I don't care what anyone says. That's not the same dog. That's not the same dog you're gonna rescue. I'm having my hopes held up high.
Yeah.
And if it turns out that the dog is indeed dead before you can rescue it, we're raiding Capcom headquarters. Fuck it. Like no warning. Like no warning. Just which one of you motherfuckers fought?
Yeah.
Like just bust down the door with a gun. Which one of you motherfuckers thought it was okay to kill off the dog?
Sorry about that background. If you guys hear any background noise, I have a very rambunctious dog who sometimes likes to run his mouth off at the neighbors.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me for a second.
No, in case you guys hear any barking, it's my dog because he wants to run his mouth.
Dachshund Black Lab mix.
Yeah.
I've met the dog. He's actually a good. He's actually a 10. He's actually an 11 out of 10 good boy.
Yeah. He just has a big mouth.
It's the dog. It's the dachshund in him acting all big and mighty, even though they're small.
I love that Leon. Looking at this footage for the new one, I love that Leon constantly keeps his handgun low at his hip, at the ready. Instead of just walking around with it up, with his
Like the way it was in the original.
Yeah, like arms cocked, barrel sticking up. I feel like
I read that the stature is gonna change as the game goes on. Like at one point in the game, he'll be holding it like that, and in the other parts of the game, he'll be holding it down to his side.
Yeah. It would
it would be an interesting change.
Yeah, I feel like with his government training, always keeping the sidearm at hip level, like ready to just bring it up, is more tactically sound. And that's probably what came off from his government training. His gun looks more like a Sig Sauer pistol than it did in the original.
And it's called the SG.
Yeah.
Silver Ghost.
Yeah. Which his gun in the original looked like a weird mishmash of, like, you got a Sig Sauer, then you got a Glock, then you might maybe get pieces of a Walther P99.
I was thinking 1911.
Well, I mean, Leon does tend to use that in some cases.
Yeah, the Killer 7 is literally a 1911.
Yeah, see, also one of the most badass guns in the original.
They should just call it the Terminator in the remake. Or well, didn't I say something else? What it should be called?
I don't know.
There was that one gun that Dirty Harry used.
Yeah, in
one game.
Yeah, that wasn't in RE4. It was in RE5 though.
Yeah, but I said it should be. I think I said it should be called something as like a reference to what it was originally from.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily just rename it the Terminator. That would be way too obvious.
And they might get a copyright.
Yeah, they would probably get like a cease and desist from... I don't know which studio owns the rights to Terminator now. But whoever's doing this PS4 gameplay of the original is just raw dog shit. I don't know why, but watching people suck ass at games that I'm actually decent at just kind of triggers me.
Yeah, because you're literally screaming at the screen. No, not that way. Go that way.
Yeah, or seeing people
shoot them already.
Or seeing people's dog shit loadout. I fully appreciate the fact that we now actually can defend ourselves from Salvador's attack with the chainsaw, even if it's like a it's like a one-time only type deal because it'll bust your knife. Like at least it's something. And this game looks fucking great. This game looks like it's gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be nuts. It looks like it's gonna be a whole hell of a lot of fun.
Oh boy.
I'm holding off on really, like, saying it's going to be, like, Game of the Year all years, that kind of bullshit. But I'm psyched for it. I'm legit psyched for it.
Yeah, I don't even think a single Resident Evil game has won Vertigo of a year.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I say?
I think you said that because Discord kind of glitched a little bit. I think you said that you don't think any one RE game has ever won Game of the Year.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited. I'm excited to see this remake and how it freaking turns out.
Yeah, regardless of how it. I mean, regardless, it's going to be a damn fun play. It won't be Operation Raccoon City. The only RE game I have ever rage quit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I beat that game like 20 times over by now.
Yeah.
I just didn't get to play it for a long time because it took them until almost a year ago to make it backwards compatible on Xbox One.
I have no intentions of ever attempting to finish that game. Not once.
It's not for everyone.
I would probably have more fun shoving my head up my own ass.
You would what?
I would have more fun shoving my head up my own ass. And I am not that flexible.
I'm not either.
Even if I didn't have this spare tire in my way, I am not nearly that flexible.
I was thinking about how you once told somebody, I tell you to blow it out your ass, but you end up decapitating yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually used that the other night.
Well,
That guy got pissed off and he just got up and left. It's like, yeah, that's what I thought, bitch.
well, use it all you want, because I stole it from Razor Fist. So, hey, the Razor's insults are universal. Oh.
I've been watching Razor Fist. I've also been watching a lot of Rageaholic.
Well, Razor Fist is the Rageaholic.
Oh, fuck. That was an autism moment. Oops.
Meow.
But Jeff Dunham reference. But anyway, he freaking But my favorite moment is when freaking he reviewed the first Predator movie. Predator takes off his mask. He says, "And so began a storied film career of Nancy Pelosi." That was the best joke. Like, I really hope Nancy Pelosi saw that.
I doubt she did. When this game comes out...
Well, Nancy Pelosi is a worthless alcoholic, so...
When this game comes out... I mean, it's supposed to be coming to PS4, so I'm hoping to have a Series X, but I'm hoping to be able to get a Series X on Black Friday, or at least sometime before the end of the year. If I can't get it by release, if I can't get the Series X by release, I'll probably just end up picking up the PS4 version, since, I mean, I got that. I got a PS4.
They better release on Xbox One, damn it.
Yeah. Unless Sony is paying for last gen exclusivity rights, like they're doing next current gen exclusivity rights for timed exclusive for Silent Hill 2. Fucking cunts. Well, I can't call Sony cunts because that would imply they're capable of providing people with genuine pleasure. And this is coming from a PlayStation owner. It's getting dark in here, at least on the stream. I'm just going to turn my light on a sec. Yeah, that is fucking bullshit right there. Meanwhile, Jim Ryan at Sony wants to bitch and moan about Microsoft purchasing Activision Blizzard.
Works for me. I have Xbox.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. All I know is next year is looking to be pretty, like a pretty good year for survival horror games so far. Between this, the RE4 remake, Silent Hill 2, which I've got the original on my shelf there. I've got the first 2 games, and I need to play them, but I keep putting it off. I need to play them on the channel, but I keep putting it off.
Yeah, there's also the Callisto Protocol, which is basically so you know how Back 4 Blood was like a spiritual sequel to Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, it's like Dead
that
Space.
Callisto Protocol in Dead Space.
Right down to it being made by one of the creators. Yeah, that's supposed to be out in December of this year.
Yeah, but I'm picking it up on launch day.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I want to play it. I want to play it. Lily wants to play it.
Yeah,
Well, it's coming to last gen, so...
Yeah. Callisto Protocol, the RE4 remake, the Silent Hill 2 remake, the Dead Space remake, of course. We got that coming out in January.
Well, remake, reboot, who knows what it is.
And then Alan Wake 2, which I have been looking to.
About damn time.
Which I have been looking forward to for a long fucking time. God damn, I've been looking forward to that game.
Yeah, I played Alan Wake, and I played Alan Wake American Nightmare.
Does Alan Wake 2 even have a release date yet? I'm not sure. Nope.
Probably does, I mean, if they're showing official.
Well, all they've got on it so far is 2023. And the PC version is probably going to be locked to the Epic Games Store for about a year, which is scummy as fuck. Because it's being published by Epic Games. Good thing I'll be buying the console version, you timed exclusive having twat waffles.
Wait, are we still alive?
Yes, we're still alive.
Okay.
Doing a slight variation of the fuck you dance on Epic Games.
If Lily's still watching, I hope she heard that.
Yeah, so me doing a slight version of the fuck you dance on Epic Games. He says while having the Epic Games Store in his toolbar at the bottom of his goddamn computer screen. Yes, I am pointing myself out, so some cunt nugget later on doesn't have to.
Well, there's someone's still gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, well, F-U-G-G-U-M, fuck 'em. And on that note...
fuck 'em, you say fuck 'em, I just straight up say fuck them.
Hey, fuck 'em is an abbreviation of fuck them, so it's more economical.
True. Yeah, well, it just feels better saying k instead of g.
Yeah.
Like that reminds me of this freaking TikTok I saw. This guy was on Sesame Street going, I say the G sound, g, g, g. Then it cuts to Will Ferrell from that one movie going, go fuck yourself. That took an unexpected turn, didn't it?
Nice. So, do you have anything you would like to add? Because I think I've exhausted my conversational options as far as as far as the RE4 remake goes.
Only thing I have to say is, I'm serious, Capcom. Drop the Plaga Pecker. Seriously. Because I swear to God, if I play this game, the second I see it in there, I'm just not gonna play it ever again. Like, it had almost 2 decades to fix this goddamn problem.
Oh.
And only thing I have to say is just why do that to Lewis when he was clearly into women? I mean, it could have been worse. It could have went up his ass and out through his chest.
Or it could have went up his ass and out through his mouth.
Don't give him ideas.
They're not gonna implement that this late in development. I mean, it's October right now.
I mean, if he's killed by a tentacle, at least have it be like, have it come out of his hand or something. Because I'm just saying, like, because it's like that one conversation between Leon and Lewis and probably one of the first few abridged series on YouTube where it's like, what was that? What did he poke me with? A spear? No. What was it then? A big pointed stick? No, it rhymes with stick, but I think he killed you with his penis.
Not gonna lie.
It could get away with a lot on the early days of YouTube, I swear to God.
Not gonna lie, when I recorded my playthrough of Separate Ways, there may have been at least 1 or 2 instances where I may have died due to Ada being plug-addict. I was like, God damn it, Sadler, she's saving herself for Leon. Why you gotta go and do that? That's probably a lie.
Christ.
That's probably a lie. I'm 110% positive she's had to fuck at least somebody that isn't Leon to get her jobs done. I mean, the only reason she was in Raccoon City in RE2 was because she was banging an umbrella scientist.
Who turned out to be dead.
Yeah, who turned out to have been dead for at least 2 months.
Yeah, apparently he was one, and who... Sorry, Ada, we probably blew his head off at the mansion.
Yeah. I definitely did.
Yeah, just wait for him to get close, aim the shotgun up, and then pull the trigger.
Yeah, I think in both my playthroughs of RE1, I killed him in the basement. I could be wrong. But in any event...
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna do it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you later.